Prince Andrew and Prince Harry officially retain the role of Councillors of State despite stepping down as senior royals. News: the Queen caught COVID has renewed calls to have them removed from these roles and rekindled a discussion over who could replace them. The Queen's former press secretary, Dickie Arbiter, took to Twitter to highlight the current situation concerning the councillors. He tweeted, "The Regency Act 1937 established the office of Councillor of State. The acts themselves being acts of the United Kingdom Parliament. The Regency Act 1953 restored the Queen Mother's eligibility as a Councillor of State, which she lost on the death of George VI. Prince Harry resigned as a working member of the royal family in January 2020, since when HES been living in the USA. Prince Andrew has been removed as a working member in the wake of the ongoing Epstein sex scandal. But both are still Councillors of State. Question: Is there any reason why Parliament cannot introduce a Regency Act 2022 removing Princes Harry and Andrew and reinstating Princess Anne and Prince Edward, who ceased to be Councillors of State in 2003 and 2005 respectively? Continuity is the watchword. Richard Palmer, the Daily Express royal correspondent, replied to Mr. Arbiter saying royal sources have argued bringing on a new Regency Act would be a waste of parliamentary time and isn't needed because the Queen doesn't travel abroad anymore. Many social media users agreed with the prospect of seeing Parliament finding time to discuss this issue and nominate new councillors. One, called at the Royal Cravat, wrote, "Agreeing with you both completely. As for parliamentary time used, I say bring it. I think there'd be plenty of support to remove the two and reinstate Anne Edward." Another, at Jenny Moore Wine, wrote, "Understand the Parliament time waste issues, but that was a good reason a few years ago. Now is the time to make the effort and change the councillors as preparation for future king." A third, at Goffloretta, also said, "There's a very good argument right now to get things sorted in an official capacity and soon as." Others spoke in favour of seeing Princess Anne and Prince Edward taking on once again the roles of councillors after losing them, in accordance with the law, in favour of Prince Harry and Prince William following their 21st birthdays. Twitter user at Judy1963 wrote, "I would prefer Anne Edward to be reinstated as Cos. Both are level-headed and have been great support to the Queen, even more so during this past 2 years. We need to know that if any should happen, especially with COVID, that our country is in safe hands." And at Tilly5001 said, "Princess Anne and Prince Edward should take on the roles again. Andrew and Henry are no longer working royals representing Her Majesty."